Hi, my name's Amelia and today I'm travelling from Perth to Exmouth and I want to take you with me. Whenever someone mentions that they're travelling to Australia, they usually mention the East Coast. However, there's something about the West Coast that captivates me. Perhaps it's the natural beauty, the stunning views and the sunsets, or simply the peacefulness due to fewer people. After visiting the East Coast last year, my curiosity was certainly piqued. Welcome guys to another episode of Amelia.Explores, and today I'm travelling from Perth to Exmouth in Western Australia. I don't know if it's pronounced Exmouth or Exmouth, but please comment below and let me know.
Just picked up the hire car. I got mine from Europe Car. I wasn't too happy about it because I only get 750 kilometres to use in the entire time I'm here, which isn't that much. For every kilometre you go over, they charge you 25 pence, which is a lot. And there are no other options really in this area because, you know, it's not exactly massively populated. So I didn't really have a choice, but yeah, so you're kind of screwed if you have to hire a car and you want to see the area, and you're really limited.
Driving from the airport was so easy because there's only one road, and it's a surreal experience because it's just desert either side. I kind of felt like I was in a western, and I never thought I'd find this kind of landscape appealing, but when you're there it's actually really beautiful, all the red and orange tones. We stayed at the Exmouth Escape, which is close to the main town. There is one hotel that is a bit more upscale, but there aren't any fancy resorts here, all the accommodation is very similar. We had a small apartment and it was very basic, even the internet was limited, but it was so clean and it had everything that we needed. I couldn't really ask for more, and it also had a washing machine which I've now come to really appreciate on my trips to Australia. There was a good sized bedroom with a lot of storage, and then there was also a very nice sized bathroom next door. You also get your own private patio and barbecue. The grounds were also beautiful, there was a swimming pool and there is also an on-site restaurant. We headed straight into town to pick up some food and supplies. It's only a 5-minute drive away and we visited the bakery first to pick up some snacks, and there's also an IGA Supermarket which has all the necessities. So we didn't get one of the rooms that has the full-on kitchen, so we're just going out for dinner because we don't have the stuff to make any food. But look at this sunset. It's just so pretty. Oh, and we're heading to Adrift Cafe for dinner, so I'll let you know what that's like. The food at Adrift was good. There are so many restaurants in Exmouth that we wanted to eat at a different one every day. So in the morning we headed to Mutts Cafe for breakfast to get some acai.
I'm going to drive to Turquoise Bay, which is around 45 minutes from the hotel. Apparently it's supposed to be beautiful, so let's go. My first time driving in Australia. Okay, here we go. We're going to reverse.
No, that's not reverse. That's
okay,
park.
We're going to reverse. Ooh. Which way am I reversing? That way or that way?
You're reversing that way, so you can drive
So I
that
can
way.
that way. Okay. The car has a camera on it, so you can actually see there in reverse. It's like the car from the Back to the Future. Okay. Drive or am I? Oh my god, am I in drive or am I in neutral?
Stop for a second.
Why?
To check if you're a driver.
All the roads are very long and they're very straight, and they're kind of these sandy, you know, Mad Max kind of roads. But one of the weird things is that you'll look in the distance and think the road is straight, and then it will look like there are these shiny puddles as if it's almost rained. But then as soon as you get close to it, it's completely dry. And I don't know if that's just the heat maybe making the roads look a bit shiny. I don't know what it is, but it's really strange. And it's bizarre also just to have nothing inside of you.
Driving is a lot of fun because the roads are so straight, so if you have a fast car, you're really going to enjoy it.
thank God we're here. And it's also kind of creepy because there's no phone signal whatsoever, so I have to hope that I don't get eaten by a shark.
When we pulled into Turquoise Bay, there were already a few cars in the car park, but like everywhere in Exmouth, it was still super quiet. There are some toilets and they are clean, but just to set expectations, it's basically a hole in the ground, so do bring some loo roll if you can. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's just so calm, it's so quiet, there's barely any people here whatsoever. There's no phone signal, no internet, nothing. You're really just in the middle of nowhere with an absolutely beautiful view. Honestly, nothing beats this. Have a look. Also, if you want to spend a long time at the beach, get like a pop-up tent or a beach tent. Honestly, it's just the best thing that I decided to do because there is absolutely no shade whatsoever otherwise. And I managed to put this in my suitcase and it only costs about £15 to buy, but then, you know, at least I've got some shade if I need it, which is great.
So we've just finished at Turquoise Bay. You can probably see the sun is about to set, or it's going to set soon. We were going to watch it from here, but we thought it might look better from the lighthouse, so we're just going to do a quick drive up there. But oh my god, the sea, the beach, everything here is amazing, and you can just see so many fish in the water.
Sadly, the sun set before we could make it to the lighthouse, but that's okay. We just decided to do it another day.
So I'm feeling a little fatigued after the beach, but I think that's my fault because I didn't have any food and or drink any water, but I think it's because I was just so excited to be there. But we are now back in Exmouth and we're going to head to the BBQ Father for some dinner. So that's like pizza, pasta, that kind of thing. So hopefully I'll feel a little bit better after this and the food will be great. So come with. Walking back and you can see all the stars in the sky so clearly. Makes me wish I could just kind of drive out there with a telescope and see all of it. It's another sunny morning in Exmouth, and today we are gonna head to Charles Knife Canyon, but first we're gonna go get some breakfast from Exhale Exmouth or Exmouth Exhale. I'm not sure which one.
Just a quick mention on sun cream. You really will need it. It was around 35 degrees every day, and even though the IGA did stock some sun cream, it was quite expensive and there wasn't a huge selection, so do bring it with you.
So we're currently driving to Charles Knife Canyon. It's very interesting going past all the houses. Everything is built so flat, and I think it's built so flat just because there are a lot of cyclones in this area, but all the houses seem to be built out of this kind of corrugated metal. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess that's just to keep it cool. So there are two canyons. There's Charles Knife Canyon and Shothole Canyon. For Shothole Canyon, I think you need a four-wheel drive, but we only have a two-wheel drive. So we're going to do Charles Knife Canyon instead. The road is sealed most of the way. I don't know how far we can actually go in the car. I've heard to get to the lookout you need a four-wheel drive, but we'll just take it easy and see what we can do. Because it's a hire car, I've got to be a bit more careful.
The road is initially straight and then it will wind upwards. It's an easy drive, but just take it slow. There were no cars when we visited, which actually made it a lot easier. You can pull over on the way up as there are quite a few lay-bys, so it is worth doing so as the views are different all the way up. So when you see this sign, it means you're approaching the 4x4 track and you don't want to go on it. We accidentally went on it, but you can see the difference here between the sealed and the unsealed road. So if you're on a two-wheel drive, stick to the sealed bit. I have heard that the top is actually a little underwhelming and that the best views are actually on the drive up, so don't be disheartened if you don't make it to the top. I still saw some pretty incredible views of the canyon. The view from here is amazing. I'm kind of getting eaten by flies. I just don't think I've ever been anywhere this beautiful before. It's just so quiet as well. Listen. There's like nothing, no sound, and you can see so far into the canyon too. Western Australia is just absolutely breathtaking.
Of insects when you get to the top. They kind of don't leave you alone, and they're like these really annoying like meow, meow kind of bugs. I think actually one of them might have gone in my ear. I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to head back. I'm going to fill it with oil and then we're going to head to the beach. Fingers crossed there isn't a bug in my ear, or hopefully it will die if there is.
On the way back into town, you can also stop for a photo op near the Welcome to Exmouth sign. I'm not massively into fish, they actually kind of freak me out, but the fish here are all just so interesting to look at. I've never actually seen fish like it. It's almost like they're not real, they're just so like exotic. Yeah, flame fish. I don't know how to draw a flame. After you decorate your fish, you release your fish and then it shows you your fish on the big screen and we have to find it. Oh yeah. Did my fish not make it? Trust my fish to get lost. So just finished the Ningaloo Centre and Aquarium. It took around, I think I did it in around 45 minutes. But it's super cute, the fish there are great. It's a really good place to bring kids if you have them. I got a little bit of time before dinner, so I'm going to head up to the lighthouse and see if we can see the sunset. So we've parked at the very top and you can see the lighthouse. There's quite a lot of space for parking, and one of the really cute things is that loads of people who've come in vans park with their boot facing the view, so they're all sitting in their vans and having a look, which is really sweet. As the sun started to set, the colours in the sky really changed. Driving back from the sunset was probably better than the sunset itself. I mean, just look at the sky. We headed to Mantaray's for dinner, which was a bit fancy, and they had this cool manta ray on the ceiling. Honestly, the food was good, but for what it was very expensive. I personally wouldn't come back here just due to the price.
So today we're going to go and grab some breakfast from the Social Society, which does like vegan, vegetarian breakfast, and then we are going to head to Coral Bay, which is part of Ningaloo Reef, so hopefully we'll be able to do some snorkeling and see lots of fish.
The Social Society is a cafe, bar, wellness and lifestyle hub, and it also offers some takeaway sandwiches, and you can also buy some clothes.
So far in Exmouth, this is probably the best breakfast I've had so far. It's really good. So we're currently on the way to Coral Bay. It's about an hour and a half car journey. There are two ways to get there. You can drive past the airport, you can also do the coastal route, but apparently the coastal route takes around 4 hours, or that's what Google Maps is telling me anyway, so we're just going to have to go past the airport. I don't know what the scenery is going to be like, but let's find out. I've had internet signal pretty much the entire way, even though there's like nothing here whatsoever. I would be really worried though if I ever broke down. There are cars passing, on the right hand side, so I think you would be okay, but definitely make sure you've got enough with you, like water and anything else, because if you do break down, this would be a horrible place to break down. I also tried to pull over onto the side of the road to test the drone, maybe send it up, and we couldn't even get out of the car because as soon as you stop the car, all the flies like slam onto the windscreen. It's actually really scary.
I did eventually manage to send out the drone, but as it was my first time, I was a bit scared about sending it too high, but you can see just how remote it is. One of the things about the drive that's so interesting is just how many termite mounds you'll see. I've never even seen one before I arrived, but there were hundreds on the way to Coral Bay.
We're at Coral Bay at the moment, and it is really pretty. It's also really hot. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a cloudy day, which is a bit of a shame because when we left Exmouth it was, really sunny. The waters are really calm. I'm sure we're going to be able to see a lot of, fish when we go snorkeling. The one thing I will say though is, whilst it is an absolutely beautiful beach, I wouldn't say it's any more beautiful than the beaches near Exmouth, like Mauritius Beach or Turquoise Bay. So if you can't get here because it is a 2-hour drive, I wouldn't say you've missed out on a lot. It's just that most people come here because of Ningaloo Reef, to see the whale sharks and to go snorkeling.
Sadly, it was really cloudy in Coral Bay. Honestly, it was a disappointment, and I read that online you could actually walk to the reef from Coral Bay, but no matter how far I went out, because it was so cloudy, I couldn't actually see very much in the water. I wanted to do one of those glass bottom boat tours, but sadly I left it too late and they were all booked.
We're back from Coral Bay. It took around an hour and a half to get back, which wasn't bad at all, and now we're heading off to Mauritius Beach to go and watch the sunset, because I feel like I have to see every sunset here. It's too cloudy to actually see anything, but you can see the pink hue of where the sun is setting, and it looks really cool.
We headed to Cadillacs Bar Grill for dinner. I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't this. It felt like I had just walked into a Southern American diner. There was country music playing, lots of memorabilia on the walls. I didn't actually feel like I was in Australia at all, but I mean that in a good way. The food was also fantastic.
It's our last day in Exmouth today, so we're going to go back to Turquoise Bay because that was our favourite place and the beach was absolutely spectacular. First we're going to go grab some breakfast and heading to Bamboo to get some acai because I fancy another acai bowl today. This is the best acai bowl I've had in Exmouth so far. It's so pretty, it's just so pretty. It's so hot I actually burnt my legs sitting in the car, and it's not even like they're made of leather, the seats. It's just really hot.
I don't think I'll ever tire of Turquoise Bay. Out of all the beaches I visited in Australia, it's probably one of my favourites. I think I even prefer it to the Whitsundays.
Sun is setting, but we've headed to the Jurabi Turtle Centre. It's kind of just like a little marquee in the middle of nowhere, but it just gives you loads of stuff and facts and information about the turtles. The Jurabi Turtle Centre is cute. It's open 24 hours a day because it's pretty much, well, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. So you can just come and have a look, read the information about the turtles, learn when the best time is to see them hatching. And now we're going to head off and we're going to Mauritius Beach for sunset. And then hopefully we're going to get some food because I'm starving. Flies everywhere! So as I'm walking back, I've just found a whole load of ants. Take a look at this. Ta-da-da-da. The line goes on. They're just like, whoa. I don't know if it's coming out very clearly, but there's just loads of them. It's like golden hour here. Look at the light, look at the sun. Time to go to the beach. Okay.
Get out.
Oh no, it's here. Get out. Is he out? Okay, get him out. You have to be really careful. Oh no! Oh no, that one's outside. You have to be really careful because the flies will come in your car.
It was a beautiful sunset for my last day in Exmouth. I even managed to send the drone up and look what I caught. I'm heading to the airport and I'm just really sad. Coming here has made me realise that there is more to life than just sitting behind a desk and doing a 9-to-5 job. It's quite a humbling experience in some ways because Exmouth isn't about, you know, the 5-star resorts, high-rise buildings, you know, fancy bars, clubs, restaurants, that kind of thing. It's just everyone here is so laid back, so down to earth and so lovely. It's just about the simple life, you know, appreciating nature, spending time at the beach, you know, looking after the animals. It's just such a different vibe from, you know, the places I've been to previously. And if you've seen my videos, I visited Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, the Gold Coast, but here it's just so different. I didn't even know that I would like this kind of, you know, desert kind of scenery, but when you're driving through it, it's absolutely breathtaking, and it also reminds you of just how big Australia is and just how much of the land is uninhabited. So it's been a really eye-opening trip, and I feel really blessed to have been able to do it, and I'm so excited to see more of Australia, so I hope you guys are going to stay with me. I also got a little Exmouth sticker from here to go with my Gold Coast turtle as well.
We're saying goodbye to Susie today. She served us very well the days we've been in Exmouth. Bye Susie!
As I made my way to Learmonth Airport, I bid farewell to Exmouth. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe.